conversations with a stranger.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you can hear me. Down here at the Excel Centre in London, it's T100 weekend. So just registered, got all that done, just waiting to see if I can find Tim now and have a catch up and see what's going on. Hopefully see the elite racing fairly soon. But got all T1 done, bike racked, ready to go. This is madness, it's so loud. And after a bit of a stressful journey getting here and parking the car, which I hope I don't get in the morning, bike is racked, car is parked, although got to go home or back to the caravan later and then come back in the morning and avoid all of the road closures that they try and tell me are closed where they're not, and get here as early as I possibly can. So it's looking like a 4 a.m. start tomorrow morning to make sure I'm here for about 4:30, 5 o'clock, 4:45, something like that, and not be stressed because I've got an hour and a half to sort myself out. Right, grab a coffee, have a chat, and then go do some shopping. This is the finish line. We run down here in the morning, finish, which is awesome. Can't wait. A bit close to that finish line, have a look at that. It's down here, the elite racking. Nobody racked yet, but the ladies will be here soon. Getting the bikes racked and transition sorted. So walk outside, come and look at dockside. Just have a walk up, see if we can see the swim start. I think it's just up here. So the elite ladies are probably about an hour away. That water does look nice. I'm just looking to see if there's anything swimming in there that I don't like the look of, like jellies. But I don't think there are. Can't see any yet anyway. They're not on the surface, that's a fact. So let's hope they stay wherever they are if they are. This is the swim exit. Swim exit. Pretty unique this, because you've got to come out of there and then you come and you're coming up these stairs. Yeah. Who'd have thought in a triathlon there's some stair climbing to do? Although I've done zigzags at previous events, so running upstairs can be no different, can it? Let me just add to the fun and add to the challenge. Finish for them to come in. Just got the right by the finish line, look. Been a good race as well. Guys, Sunday morning race day.
Take the third exit to merge onto the A1.
Just got the sat nav giving me directions. Trying to get to the XL. Morning started off with trying to make a stress-free morning and drive to the venue, and all I managed to do is stress myself out because I didn't realise the caravan site actually locked their gates, and I mean big gates, at 10 o'clock, and they don't open it again until 8 a.m. So that was a bit of a problem when I got to the gate this morning. Ben, you might remember the Bala situation where you got locked in with Bala trying to leave early. Similar situation. So I had to ring the emergency warden number and get somebody out of bed. So they weren't happy with me at all, but I'm out. So I'm going to have to buy them a box of chocolates or something. Right, driving to the XL. Going to pay attention now to getting onto dual carriageway and Blackwall Tunnel, so go through there, and then hopefully we're close to the Excel Centre and I don't have the stress I had yesterday trying to park the car. So, made it to the parking this morning, same route I had to take yesterday, but knowing where to go makes a huge amount of difference. So, stressed a little bit when you realise that the sat nav's not going to take you there, and then just follow the signs. It was useful, but my God, it's a long way round to get to. But I'm here, I'm at the Excel Centre, just driving into the car parks, and can get the car parked, and then we've got an hour and a half now to chill out. So, heart rate back down, everything under control, and get ready. There we go, we're here, we're ready.
Morning.
All ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Set for it?
It is a ready thing.
It is a ready thing. Yeah. Me
20
too.
minutes. That's all we've got.
We're going to head into transition now, get everything ready, so see you on the other side of this race in about 5 or 6 hours. So, T100 London done, and you can see on the end of the video with me running up the finish line that thankfully somebody's wife, Tim, who you'll see in the photos you've seen previously, she was taking a lot of films and photos, so managed to get my finish line, albeit from top of the run-in, but even so, it's better to get a video if you're finishing the race. So what was it like? Really good. Enjoyed it. The swim, my best open water swim ever. I had an average speed or average pace of 209 per 100 metres, which in open water for me, I'm normally doing 220, 230 even in open water. In fact, in Spain last week, in Banyoles, have a look back on the video, it was only 2:26 I think, or something like that, I can't remember. 26 minutes I think I did the swim in there. That was 1,000 metres, and I beat that for each of the 1,000 metres. So the swim was a 1,000 metre loop with an Aussie exit. You had to climb, get out, up the ramp, run across, back in on the pontoon, dive back in, and swim the next 1,000 metres. And it went really well. A little bit of, bumping and shoving and swimming into people and people swimming into you, a lot of people hitting your feet, that kind of stuff. It was busy, but it is what it is. 3,000 people running an event, there's going to be a lot of people in the water at the same time. So it was a little bit overcrowded, but managed to find a little bit of clear water and swim in the clear water. So I got out and swim. Bit of a strange transition at T100, particularly at this one in London apparently, because the Excel Centre doesn't allow wetsuits inside. So you had to come out of the water, strip your wetsuit off. They gave you a clear plastic bag to put your wetsuit in, your swim cap, your goggles, earplugs, whatever you've got. They all went into that bag, and then you had to carry that bag into transition. Even weirder, the transition is upstairs. So you go in through a door and you run up the stairs into the Excel main hall, where all the activity was, and the transition area. So you've got to run up this flight of stairs, having just ran 2,000 metres, is not the best thing to do. And then the floor was wet, so slippery, barefoot. You have to be a little bit careful. So you're gingerly running along. Managed to find bits of dry floor to run on, which was better than running in the water because that was slippy. Got to the bike. Of course, you've already got your wetsuit off. All you got to do is put your helmet on, put your glasses on. My shoes were clipped to the bike. I've managed to get used to doing that now. So I've got the bike shoes clipped to the bike already. So literally helmet on, grab the bike and go. The 5-minute transition, not too bad given the distance that it was. It was quite a run from the swim exit to go up the stairs and then through the hall. It's a big hall to get to your bike, so bit of a run, but the bike out was closer. So once got through the bike out, jumped on the bike and got pedalling. Now, schoolboy error, I forgot to undo the Velcro on my bike shoes, which meant I couldn't get my feet in the shoes. So I'm pedalling away with my feet on top of the shoes, can't get my feet in them because the Velcro isn't undone. So I had to stop, undo the Velcro, because by now the elastic bands are snapped and shoes were spinning all over the place. So I wasn't ever going to get the Velcro undone while I was riding, but pulled over, stopped. Did get a bit of cramp actually at that point, which wasn't pleasant. And then got out on the bike course. So the bike course was 3 loops, out through Silvertown Tunnel. You went through the tunnel, up the other side, U-turn, back down through the other side of the tunnel, and then back up again. And then headed out towards Tower Hill, Tower of London, and then down in Victoria Embankment and all the way up to Westminster, just up close to Westminster Bridge, and then there's another U-turn, and you came all the way back through the Excel Centre, through the car parks and a little bit there, and then U-turned again. There was water bottles and everything was Morton, electrolytes, that kind of stuff in bottles. I did grab a black bottle which was turned out to be Morton electrolytes, and I didn't really fancy trying it, so didn't bother, didn't touch it, just put it on the bike, took it for a trip out on the second lap, and on the return I threw it away and grabbed another water bottle that was just water. But I had all my nutrition on the bike, so I had Precision Fuel and Hydration 300 gram flow in my hydration system on the front of the bike, and in another bottle I had just as water with a Precision Fuel and Hydration 1500 electrolytes tablet in it. And then that bottle of water for the second and third laps, which was great. So there was a few crashes apparently. I never saw any. 1 or 2 people did crash, but I never saw anybody go down. I never saw anybody crash, but apparently there was a few. Got back into transition from the end of the third lap. Managed to get my feet out of the shoes without any trouble. Managed to dismount at the dismount line by sort of riding on the top of your shoes and then dismounting onto one side of the bike just before the line, and then just dropping off onto the line, which is brilliant. I have actually got that bit better than I still can't do a flying mount, but maybe something to work on, and I can do that flying mount. But the flying dismount is, I've got that nailed. So into T2, drop the bike off, rack the bike, take the helmet off, shoes already off obviously because they're still clipped to the bike, and then trainers on, thinking I'm doing alright here. The swim was 46 minutes, 44, 45 minutes. I'll put all the stats on the screen, but 44, 45 minutes I think for the swim, which was really good for me. Bike, I wanted to be under 3 hours, and it was 2 hours 53 I think it was. Again, stats on the screen. But so I was pleased. I got a great, so far, so good. No issues, no cramps, a little bit at the start of the bike as I said, but other than that, no issues on the bike, no mechanicals, everything went well. I do have to say I did hit, I think, every single manhole cover on that route. 48 miles and I hit I'm sure I hit every single one. Felt like I hit every single one. They had made some effort to mark some of them up with red paint where they were a bit elevated or recessed in the ground, or there was a bit of trouble with them. They had marked a few, but I think I avoided most of those, but everything else I'm sure I rode over. It was painful. Anyway, got back into T2, got my shoes, got my running shoes on, got the cap, got the glasses, and away. Thinking, it's 18k run, it's not quite half a marathon, I could probably do this in sub 2 hours, should be alright. Started the run, the first mile took me something like nearly 14 minutes. I ran down the ramp, stopped for the loo, and then cramp in both quads, both hamstrings, couldn't actually move. Stood there, I can't pick a leg up, I can't move forward, I can't pick a leg up to stretch the quad. Can't stretch my hamstrings. Literally couldn't do anything. Just stood there. Had nothing to. Couldn't fix it. Took me a few minutes. Got moving. A little bit of conversation with one of the marshals just to make sure I was okay. Carried on. Got running again, and then literally it hit me again. Just got outside of the Excel Centre, and I was stood hanging on to a signpost for a good 5 or 10 minutes. It was just ridiculous. I just couldn't do anything. Nothing I could do. Seriously contemplating quitting at that point. It's the first time I've ever been in a race where I wanted to not carry on, or it certainly was a consideration for me to not carry on. But I moved again, got the muscles relaxed, managed to jog a little bit. Didn't go very far, probably went 200 or 300 yards. Another cramp, both legs yet again. I'm hanging on to a railing, and there's nothing I can do. Then along came a guy, don't know his name, don't know who he was, ran for Leighton Buzzard Triathlon Club, if I go by his tri-suit, and he checked I was okay, and a few people had checked if I was okay. Did I want a gel? Did I want something? And I said, no, I think I'm fine. I've had enough electrolytes, enough gels. Maybe I hadn't, that's why I got the gram. But he offered me some salt chews, which like crunchy little salt tablets, and he gave me a bag, he gave me a packet of them. He said he got another couple of packets, so he was fine. Gave me a packet of those. I opened them, ate 2 or 3 of them straight away, and miracle, within a minute or two, I'm sure it wasn't just that, but a minute or two, my legs relaxed, the muscles relaxed, stopped cramping, and I was able to then at least walk for a little bit. I thought if I walk for a few hundred yards and just try and walk off this cramp, and then started jogging and started running, and it was okay. Stuck with it then, got to the aid stations, had water, chucked water over my head. By now the sun had come out and the temperature had gone up, and was running fairly okay. It wasn't great, probably 6:30, 6:20, 6:30 per kilometre, sort of marathon pace really, which for less than a half marathon I should have been going quicker than that, but it just wasn't happening. But I carried on. 4 laps of that run route, and a couple of times did get bouts of cramp, but managed to just stretch them out and carry on and get through it, which was great. So came into the 4th lap, make a right turning back into the Excel Centre, through a couple of tunnels, up the long ramp. If you saw T100 with the pros and the elites on Saturday, you'll see that ramp they ran down and up. Same ramp. Got to say, it looks steeper on the telly than it does in real life, but it's still a fairly steep thing at the end of 18k. Up the ramp, turn right, round the outside wall of the hall, and then left turn into the finish line. And you've seen the finish line video. So finished. I actually thought, if you look at that video of me finishing, I actually thought I was running pretty well, fairly quick is what it felt like. I thought, oh yeah, got a good bit of a move on here. Now that video just looks like I'm shuffling. So it is what it is, but it definitely felt better than it looks. That is a fact. So yeah, crossed the line, 6 hours, 12 minutes and a few seconds again, but I put the time, the final time up on top. Overall, how do I feel about it? I had a great race. Really happy, really pleased with it. Suffered with the cramp, made the most of it, got through it, made it work, got running again. Like I keep saying on this channel, it's about being the best you can be, and try to be. Really came out in me today. Really had to dig deep, get over that. I'm just going to DNF this. I don't want to DNF a race. I certainly don't want to DNF a race I've never done before, and T100 is a bit special, so no way was I going to DNF that. Got through the pain, got through the cramps, got moving, got sorted, took on plenty of water, took on plenty of Coca-Cola at the aid stations, and just kept the hydration and cooling with chucking buckets, cups of water over my head. Felt like buckets, but cups of water over my head. They had ice as well, I didn't bother with the ice. Right, so there we go. London T100 done. It's another one off the bucket list. Ticked it off, it's done. And I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with the last 3 weeks. I've had 3 race weekends in 3 weekends. British Championships at Dorney Lakes, that went okay. Out to Spain for the European Championships with GB, and that went okay too, went great as well. Had a good time out there, and then come back and done T100 to round off July. So July's been a busy month, but done plenty. So really pleased with that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and me waffling on about how the race went for me. But I felt it was important to give you a full breakdown of that race and some of the things I've had to do to get through it. Swim was great, bike was brilliant, run, we need to work on the distances, because I think it was the distance that was the problem. But then again, did I overbike? I don't know, we'll see. Right, don't forget, hit the like and subscribe for me, keep watching the channel, help the channel grow, share some comments in below. If you've raced in T100 or you've raced through July, drop a comment in the bottom for me and tell us where you've been and what you've been doing. I'm now going to have a couple of weeks rest. So thanks for watching, catch you in the next one.